South Park's an incredibly successful animated TV show with a relatively successful game series. Until now. South Park Snow Day released on the 26th of March 2024, bringing shame to the franchise. In this video, we'll explore the worst game of 2024, South Park Snow Day. For those of you who've been living under a rock and don't know what South Park is, here's a quick introduction. South Park began as a short animated film titled The Spirit of Christmas, created by Trey Parker and Matt Stone in 1992. It featured crude animation and humour centred around four boys, Stan, Kyle, Cartman and Kenny. The success of the short led to the development of the TV series South Park, which premiered in 1997 on Comedy Central. Known for its irreverent humour, social commentary and satire, South Park quickly gained a dedicated fan base. Over the years, the show's tackled various controversial topics including politics, religion and popular culture. Despite facing criticism and censorship, it's remained a cultural phenomenon. South Park spawned numerous merchandise, video games and even a feature film. And as of the modern day, the show continues to produce new episodes, maintaining its reputation for pushing boundaries and addressing current events with its unique brand of humour. South Park Snow Day is not the first South Park game. The most notable two were The Stick of the Truth from 2014 and The Fractured But Whole from 2017. Both of these games were 2.5D RPG games. Both are very highly praised, something that they do not share with the new game, and both of these were also praised for their humour and the game mechanics. The games are designed to offer a completely unique experience and in my opinion make you feel like you're actually part of an episode of South Park. These were not the only South Park games however. The first game in the series was way back in 1998 for the Nintendo 64. Creatively titled South Park. In fact, there have been a total of 10 South Park games, including Snow Day. In 2021, Matt Stone and Trey Parker signed a $900 million development deal with Viacom CBS, with one of the projects announced being a new 3D South Park game in development that will be developed internally by South Park Digital Studios. An interesting change to the previous installments of the franchise was the switch to 3D rather than the 2.5D used in previous games. In August 2023 it was officially announced and it was released on March 26, 2024 with 5 more DLCs reportedly in development. Unfortunately, the release did not go as expected. Before we move on, only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed, so if you're enjoying so far, make sure to subscribe. Anyway, back to the video. South Park Snow Day released on the 26th of March to players and quickly received a very mixed reception. In its debut week, it was the 3rd best-selling game in the UK. However, reviews from critics were brutal, and by far my favourite review came from IGN. IGN rated the game 3 out of 10 and described it as dull and toothless, and said that the game was perplexingly boring. The game was criticised for the repetitive combat and for taking very little time to complete. Just about 5 hours. Another review from Kotaku said that it was about as fun as reading a phone book and that the game was so unentertaining that he found himself stopping to check his phone numerous times throughout the gameplay. This game was supposed to follow Stick of the Truth and The Fractured But Whole, but critics said that the game was destined to live in their shadows. The Video Game Chronicle didn't have all negative things to say about this game. They rated it 3 stars and praised the 3D cutscenes, voice acting, writing and music. They said that the game felt authentically South Park, which is definitely something to be proud of for a game based entirely off the show. However, they also said that the game felt repetitive and light on content, as it was released with just 5 stages on launch. As someone who bought this game and refunded every penny of it, I can comfortably say it was not my cup of tea. I found the gameplay to be mostly boring, and while I agree that at times it was comedic and the cutscenes were impressive, that doesn't make up for the fact that the game cost $29.99. Compared to other new releases, this price tag may seem refreshingly reasonable, but for a game being described as a big step in the wrong direction, I see this price as a bit steep. It may appeal to die-hard South Park fans, but personally I did not enjoy playing it. One thing I will say though is that the game is relatively light to run, and I did enjoy some of the laughs they provided. Also, I found the music and voices to be very impressive, but on the contrary I found the combat to get more and more tedious and repetitive as I played further into the game. Despite having largely negative comments to make, I'd rate this game a 5 out of 10, as it's difficult not to enjoy the humour of South Park, and admittedly some of the story was entertaining. What do you think about South Park Snow Day? Did you enjoy playing it? Make sure to let me know down in the comments. But that's all the time we have for today. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!